3 families. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants.
Tell us everything about them.
The ivory towers are about to fall.
And when we're done...
Let's cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, the partners are all that matter.
There's an issue.
Of course there is.
Olivia's tracked the names mentioned by the Constant, and they're dead ends.
How dead?
Obituaries for all 3 have appeared online. Accidental death, heart failure, lung cancer.
They're covering their tracks. Faster than I thought.
A contingency plan of sorts. The Constant wasn't aware of it.
Seems they didn't tell him everything after all.
Something this big will leave traces behind.
The Constant says to follow the money.
Milton Fitzpatrick. The investment bank. It's a key Providence asset.
Which you worked for.
The director of the New York branch is a Providence operative. It's our best bet as a way in.
I'll tell the pilot to turn the plane around.
Right, gentlemen. Here's what we've come up with. The partners are transitioning between identities. But everything is so recent, the Milton Fitzpatrick bank records will still be intact. We've confirmed that the partners have active accounts there. However, the bank's records are remotely updated on a frequent basis. We may only have hours before any leads that could get us the new identities of the partners are gone forever. The data we need can be obtained in 2 ways. The bank's data core can be accessed through the basement vault, but getting inside the vault could be challenging. Alternatively, Bank Director Athena Savalas, Head of Security Mateo Perez, and Head of Accounts Fabian Mann each carry a partial backup drive with the data. We'll need all 3 drives to get the full data. Now, we cannot risk the partners discovering the data breach. Eliminating the bank's director, Athena Savalas, would sever the last remaining Providence tie to the bank and keep our activities hidden.
Okay, one more time. We break into the vault, extract the hard drive rack, and eliminate the director on the way out.
We.
You. Good luck, 47.
Welcome to New York, 47. The Milton Fitzpatrick Bank is Oatway. Expect increased security. Your target, Director Athena Savalas, can be found in her top-floor office, overlooking the iconic Teller Hall. Head of Security, Mateo Perez, is roaming between the vault area and the Teller Hall, talking to employees. And Head of Accounts, Fabian Mann, can be found on the investment banker floor and the top floor of the bank, driving the internal investigation. Remember, we need to secure the data from the bank's reinforced vault, or, alternatively, acquire 3 hard drives carried by the director and her 2 lieutenants, Mann and Perez. Good luck, 47.
And as the first DLC of Hitman 2, or say Hitman's second season, brings Agent 47 to big fancy bank building in New York. And of course 47 is wearing very stylish outdoors coat and his signature suit as well. And this is quite interesting stage because it's quite small, but it's quite it's also crowded, and there's lots of cameras and all that kind of details around, so it's not about that easy.
Excuse me, if you're coming through,
and there's lots of different kind of events happening going around, like job applications,
it's simple protocol, sir.
People about to be fired and all that. Yeah, and nice funny little clipping thing. So, but if I now wander about, I'm gonna find something interesting in here. because there's plenty of these kind of toilets where there's some dude hiding about behind locked doors, so let's just use the lockpick to open it. Yeah, he is nervous, so let's just knock him down. You are gonna get your day much better as Agent 47 steals your clothes, but leaves you very fancy suit and nice jacket as well. And they could have made quite much more interesting visual gag to this out of order toilet, but they didn't put it. I don't know why, but well, they didn't put it. Oh yeah, and there's of course several floors, employers only, and all that kind of things around here.
Oh, have we talked to everyone?
No, I think I saw him go into the bathrooms. He's been there for ages.
Okay, doesn't sound promising. Yeah, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Let me know when he comes out.
Yeah, and it's also one of the many mission stories that you can use to infiltrate closer to your targets or get
There you are.
get
Feeling
closer
better,
to
I hope.
locations.
Should I let HR know you're ready for the final interview?
I feel like a new man. I'm ready.
Wonderful. Follow me, please. It's right down here.
Yeah, just a little bit of graphical glitching and all that, but that is not so much of a big deal in this game. In general sense, it makes things look a bit silly, but it doesn't matter because, well, you could say that the view of in Hitman is quite severely something like gray and gray. Agent 47 is a high professional killer,
Mr.
but
Thomas,
his opponents are not pleasant. But they both have some sort of.
I'm Kevin, and this is Melissa. We're both with HR, and we will be guiding you through this last test.
It's important to stress that there's no pass or fail here.
Actually,
It's merely a
gameplay-wise,
personality
these
test meant to gauge how you'll fit into our
images on
corporate
behind
culture.
them are actually hints
If you're
about
ready,
what you
let's
need
kick
to
this
do
off,
to get the,
okay?
you could say, best result. So, but let's just blew it up.
I'm ready.
Because
Okay,
it's
so
not
this is
his
a very
job,
simple
it's somebody
test.
else's.
All you do is pick a card and tell us what you see there. Now, it's important to point out that there are no right or wrong answers here.
She's
It's just to give us a
scamming.
better impression of who you are on a psychological level. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, Mr. Thomas, let's proceed then. If you will, please pick the card that most conjures up the word opportunity.
And of course, I'm gonna pick completely wrong card.
Okay.
Oh, very good. This is an interesting one. What do you see here? Take in the whole image, please, and in as much detail as possible, tell me what this reminds you of.
Wealth.
Can you elaborate on that?
I see a big pile of money earned performing questionable actions.
And how do you feel about that? Bending the rules of the game.
It's what I do.
Very good, Mr. Thomas.
Very interesting observation, Mr. Thomas. Not what we expected, but that's perfectly fine.
That's a gameplay cue
Let's
that
take
you
the next
picked a
one, shall
wrong
we?
answer.
Pick any of the remaining cards that make you think of execution, please.
So, and of course David Bateson's dry delivery is always great. So let's just pick this one. Wrong again.
This one.
All right, now look at it closely. Take a few moments, then tell me.
But the
do you see
explanations
an
of Agent
animal
47 are
or an
always the same.
object?
Animal.
I see. What kind of animal?
A bird. An eagle, perhaps.
An eagle. Very interesting. A forceful animal. Anything else?
It's feeding on something.
Feeding. On what?
A carcass. The scene is reflected in a pool of blood flowing from the body. It's a vulture feeding on someone else's kill.
That's very graphic, Mr. Thomas.
Yes, brutal even.
Right.
Well, that's a very creative interpretation, Mr. Thomas. I think we've just got time for the last card. Please proceed. This last card should hopefully make you think of prosperity.
Let's pick the last one.
Pick this one.
Good choice. Tell me, what is the first thing you see here? Just the very first thing that comes to mind.
I see a
She's got
figure in a large coat.
She's got long neck.
Skewed, as if I'm looking at him from the ground. He's got something in his hands.
Go on.
He's armed, dual firearms, large caliber pistols.
I see. What else do you see?
He's just finished a job, perfectly executed.
And who is this man?
It's me.
Very, very interesting, Mr. Thomas.
Well, that was an interesting experience, Mr. Thomas. Well, to be honest, maybe I expected a little more synergy between our values and your personality. But all is not lost. Am I right, Melissa?
Oh, absolutely.
So they wanted to
We've
hire
got
the guy
a very
anyway.
interesting entry-level position open in the teller hall, which I believe would be a perfect fit for your particular personality. While you won't be able to be part of the more exciting ventures on the second and third floor, I'm sure ground floor and the first will be of interest to you.
Talking to people is a favorite pastime of mine.
Oh,
When do I
that's
start?
so
Tomorrow
dry.
at 8, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you.
Oh, you're free to have a quick look around to get to know the place before you come in tomorrow. You're cleared to access first floor and, of course, ground floor. Welcome on board.
See you tomorrow at 8 sharp.
Well, the guy whose interview 47 just stole didn't get the most likely highly coveted and corrupt job, but he did get a entry-level job, which is better than nothing, and most likely would, in a sense, might be considered to be something like a bit more secure. But let's just go see. Can I get to the upper floors?
I gave this place everything.
Oh, I cannot. I am trespassing. But there's a bit of trickery I can do, because there's another interesting event going on that 47 is about to make use of. Of course, because that's he's Agent 47. He makes use of opportunities he's given. Like this guy who sticks out like a sore thumb from all the suit-wearing plain dudes. So let's just throw a wrench and make some noise. And prepare the crowbar for some old-fashioned assault. Hide behind the door. Close it.
Who's there?
Or the closet. And while I'm at it, I'm also gonna steal the gun and... oh, not this gun. This is 47's personal gun. Which, well, can't be found while other guys pat his balls. Oh, you know what? The security guard wants to have some homosexual sex with you, so, you know... oh, he wasn't into that kind of thing. Wrench to his skull thing. So now I'm gonna steal security guard's clothing. Because Agent 47 does steal clothes and head downstairs where the vault is. This is gonna be a bit of preparatory work for the actual heist 47 is about to do, because, well, of course you could be lurking around to take all the three, actually 2 extra cards you needed, because when the third one will give you the third backup data disk, but the vault has all of them at the same time, so it's a bit of a, you could say, mixed selection. That do you want to do some skulking about or just get it all from the one place. And that security guard doesn't know me, so he has to be taken out from the game. And smack him over the head with a briefcase. I don't know, was the briefcase there just for the, you could say, flavor, or does it have any actual practical purpose? Hard to say. Well, let's just drop it and head to the vault. But before that can happen, there's a computer department, and of course the dudes are playing video games. I don't know. Well, looks some kind of shooter. Doesn't matter. Quite interesting. And this room, lockpicks are very, very handy in this game. And here's some humors. Vault security. Don't touch it again, idiots. Oops, I guess Agent 47 is an idiot because he just disabled the vault security lock. Oops, oh, sorry. Oh, mistake. My bad. Bit stupid move. So, well, let's just wait it until the guy comes screaming that don't disable the lock. Or is it just comes to turn it loud, mostly because he probably knows that the IT department guys don't necessarily mesh well with his yelling.
Jesus. How does this thing...
Let's get his security guard. And also be prepared to steal his clothes as well. Because, well, they are much more handier. And because with his authorities he can go much further. Oops, and unfortunately I seem to have called another security guard as well to come and investigate it. So, oh, damn it. My mistake. And well, doesn't matter. Repair the crowbar. Oh, not like this.
Flip. You're on, baby.
But like this. Another guy just came to the same room and mysteriously left nothing. Disappeared, but there's a box. Surprisingly heavy. So, 47 is still on the action. And now he has a key card to open this door.
This is the vault, 47. The data core should be behind that large steel door.
Yep, all kinds of cameras and security systems around here. Not the most, you could say, small, lightly secured location, but it is not impossible to crack, especially by somebody like Agent 47, who is extremely well equipped. And there's a chloroform flask. Thing which in cinema knocks out people very fast and efficiently and safely. So let's just... Safety room had a separate air conditioning system, so let's see what happens without gas. Soon there should be coming some sort of unpleasant things should be spewing inside. And of course if you would have some other kind of poisons, you could poison them with much more unpleasant means like puke gas or killing deadly gas. Come on, poison gas, spew inside. Oh, I guess I have to turn on the air conditioning. Knockout gas for the whole family, and hopefully that should also clean it up from that gas, because it's gonna be, this is a bit of preparatory work for the actual raiding inside, and you need to get there to actually you need to get inside there to get the, you could say, complete vault package, or how you wanna call it. So now it's time to head upstairs to prepare to say hello to director of the big boss of the bank. the most unpleasant person, and the writers of these games do have quite good talent about writing really unpleasant and obnoxious characters. So let's just steal this man's pleasant looking sweater and jeans and sweater. Very cozy feeling appearance, looking appearance. So let's just climb up more higher upstairs. Oh damn it, I have a pistol. Well, I don't need it. Just drop it there for somebody else to find. You could say that if you are stuck getting yourself into a firefight in Hitman game, you have failed, and badly.
Find anything yet? No.
So are we just supposed to let anyone from IT in there?
And there's one of the guys who carries the security cards, but I don't want him to see me. And I must say that this level is actually one of the more, you could say, feels very real location.
Look, if I'm going for a round, nobody gets in or out of the conference room unless I say so.
The name's Charles. We got it the last time we came down. No need to spend your time checking up on it. I'll report anything necessary to Mr. Perez.
Right, Perez is it. Except, you know, it's my investigation up there. I need to talk to him. Keep it 100, squad.
Very good, Mr. Man. Sir, I will have to check you.
Alright, alright, oh yeah, and I'm coming to say hello to boss lady.
This is just standard procedure.
Because if you play this game, you could say Hitman games is the most, you could say, intended way. They have no idea that, per se, the game world has no idea that you just came here. At least that's usually, you could say, the basic idea is that you simply are a ghost, nothing which actually occurred. And yeah. Let's see this place. There's a big painting of the big boss lady herself, and she doesn't look particularly pleasant.
I'm here for a meeting with Director Savalas.
I don't think.
That's Greek name.
Oh.
Maybe
Yes,
after
of course.
the great actor
right,
Telly
go inside.
Savalas.
Thank you.
Maybe. But he wasn't Greek, he was American.
Mr. Jackson, have a seat, please.
Thank you.
Alright. And she has 3 bodyguards.
As you must be aware, we've been running some numbers internally to measure the flexibility and productivity of people working here at the bank. Work hours, output versus input, sales portfolios. I've been reviewing personnel files for the past few weeks, and a couple of files stood out. Yours, for instance.
Is that so?
I have quite
Again,
specific expectations when it
he
comes
delivers
to my
dry.
employees. How you appear and act reflects directly on me and this building. And, well, you've certainly managed to stand out.
Well, I say that the director herself has worse taste in clothes than Mr. Jackson has.
Or does your wife do that?
A man needs a hobby, Miss Savalas.
Guard, leave the room. I need a moment alone, Mr. Jackson.
Oh yeah, once the guards leave, I could just simply jump up and shoot her head off. Well, I'm gonna let her rant and rave. Let her have her moment of power and gloating.
In even greater detail in the near future. We're letting you go, Mr. Jackson.
Oh, she's an
The bank
asswipe.
appreciates your contributions over the years, but we feel it's probably best to part ways at this time. This may upset you.
Yeah.
But let me assure
Agent 47's sense of empathy has been stunted, but
embrace
even
this
he is
point
able
in
to
your
see that
life
she's a bitch
as an
who
opportunity.
being
This
killed
is not my
by
first
him
termination, Miss Savalas.
is not loss for the world.
Surprised. HR will send you all the relevant papers, Mr. Jackson. Please gather your things as soon as you can. Good day, Mr. Jackson.
but instead of leaving, I'm making her leave. I don't think there was anybody particularly saddened by that event. And while I'm at it, let's just break down the computers and steal these things just for the... and steal all these as well.
Hey, you! This is
All
a
right.
restricted area.
Alright,
Sir,
I know.
You will need to follow me. Please comply and come along.
Yeah, I could have leave this real fast, but then that would have let the security system on.
That's it. Run along now. Don't come this way again.
Alright, yeah, so, and you are probably not interested about why there's a big person-shaped hole in the big window she used to watch over people. She working beneath her, literally. Yeah. World did not suffer greatly from her removal from existence.
No need to spend your time checking up on it. I'll report anything necessary, Mr. Perez.
And of course, they're gonna start rambling again.
Yeah, alright. Guess I'll talk to him to make
But,
sure we're on
well,
the same
Hitman games demand that patience is
You do that,
quite necessary. And he turns around. Well, hello there, security guys. I just got fired. But don't worry. The boss just found herself. Boss just did a suicide. Did a suicide.
You bought any investment tips?
And the cover was blown. And rat poison. Yeah, that's not always nice when that happens, because... But it doesn't matter, they just saw some strange dude they didn't know about wearing some clothes, so... You could say that not the 47 is not doing the perfect run because somebody had an idea that something weird's been going on, but it's quite close to perfect run, with no alarm bells ringing about and guys running around with guns and screaming that there he is, stop them, kill him, and all that kind of nonsense. So let's see, has the gas been dissipated from the security room, which 47 has to be raiding to get the necessary keys to get inside the vault. And there's also something else there which also has to be discovered or taken away. A key which makes it, and that item is a key which makes it much easier to then actually leave the place. Oh, the gas doesn't seem to have dissipated yet.
Not as bad as that time in Queens.
But let's just steal this. And while 47 is at it, let's open this door as well. Just because hey, he can.
There are always worse cases.
Leave some mess for the investigators to figure out. Yeah, the room's filled with gas, unpleasant as it is. So let's just turn off the air conditioning. I hope it does clear it out. Oh yes, it does. Handy. But here, a couple of knocked out security guards and a vault storage room for vault key. Store vault key securely after use. It's stolen. And unlock it with vault has been unlocked. That way, of course, that could be brute forced open with a crowbar. I don't know how he would fit it, but and now just it opens. quite impressive vault to break in, but somebody with the proper keys, it will open quite simply. And
Great
also,
work, 47. You now
I'm
have access to
there
the
either
vault.
bombs or alarm bells. So, of course, you could try to turn it off, fight it, but when you have the key card, just break them up and walk away from there. And while Agent 47 is at it, let's show a brute how strong he is by carrying about 60 kilos worth of gold. Actually, 80. Almost 100 kilos of gold. And this big data core module.
Good work, 47. That's the evidence secured for now. Careful not to lose it. If anyone sees you with that rack, my guess is you'll draw a lot of unwanted attention to yourself. That's the last objective completed. Exfiltrate the bank, 47. Miss Hall will want to have a close look at that data.
Oh yeah, and when there's that sleeping guard, you can quite easily just very short walk away. There's security car that you can just walk away, use the keys to drive out victoriously. Something happened in here, but they don't know it.